What is up, comic book fans, readers, collectors, cover lovers? Everyone is welcome here at Nerdy Geeks Comics, no matter how you collect. Today is Friday, February the 13th, 2026. You see that? Eye contact the entire time. And if you notice the edit that happened right before the date, it's because I messed up on the date the first time. Anyways, today I'm going to be doing my final order cutoff video, otherwise known as my FOC video. I'm going to show you all the books that I'm going to be pre-ordering from my LCS, and hopefully there's a ratio in there that I might be able to get. We'll find out. I don't know, but it's a pretty decent FOC. Again, I've managed to keep it relatively low for my standards. I'm below the 40s, so that's a good thing for me. Anyways, it's a pretty good week. There's some number ones in there, some really nice covers, some interesting books I'm looking at picking up. Let's go ahead and get to my list. All right, so like I said, this is my FOC for this coming Monday, February the 16th, 2026. Be sure and get your final orders in to your LCSs, your online shops before that day, or at least before 6 o'clock that day, is usually when most of them have it done. So you can get the biggest discount you can. Again, this hobby is expensive. Let's try and save as much money as we can. Here we go. We're going to start off with Absolute Batman, issue number 18. This is cover A by Nick Dragotta. A really interesting cover right here. It looks like we still may have Ivy in there. And what is that over Batman's right shoulder? That looks like an owl. Are we going to get the Court of Owls already? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Here we have cover B, the Mahmoud Asrar variant. This is a really nice cover. It looks like it's almost supposed to be under a black light or something. It looks kind of ultraviolet in the look, but I like it, so of course I'm picking this one up. Here we have cover D, the Giuseppe Camuncoli variant. I hope I said that right. Pretty cool Absolute Batman right here. I like how it has the logo up in his axe. Here we have a second printing of the Arkham special. This is by Derek Chu, and this is a second printing that wasn't one of the original covers. And Derek Chu did a great job with this cover. He looks big and menacing and ready to fight. I really like this one. Here we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 24. This is the Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions variant. And here we go. It was two FOCs ago. Two FOCs? I don't know. It was two issues ago where we had the Spider-Man and Venom. And I said, man, I hope that the reason Spider-Man is cut in half is because we're going to have a connecting variant with Carnage on the other end. Well, they tricked me because it wasn't the very next issue, but it was the issue after that. So here we go. Exactly what I prognosticated. Is that right? Pretty sure it's prognosticated. I will. Anyways, really great cover right here of Carnage, and then the other half of Spider-Man, and it looks like maybe Venom's fist is up there above Spider-Man's head. Here we have Assorted Crisis Events, issue number 9. This is cover C by Eric Zawadzki, the Invincible team-up variant. So if you're an Invincible fan, you're in luck because there's going to be a ton of covers coming out with Invincible or Omni-Man or a character from the Invincible universe that are going to be coming out with these image covers. So if you're a fan of them, I hope you have some money because there's quite a few. I don't even think I have them all on my FOC list. I just got most of the ones that I really like. Here we have Black Panther Intergalactic number 4. This is the Juan Frigeri Marvel Monster variant. I really like this Black Panther cover right here, guys. This beast looking panther just looks awesome. Kind of werewolf like, but you can tell it's a panther. Up next, we have Captain Marvel Dark Past number 1. This is the Edgecure foil variant. And if you're a Captain Marvel fan and you love her covers, well, this number 1, you're going to be in heaven, because there's a ton of covers for this one. I say a ton. It might be 10 or something like that. Here is the Fang Yang variant. I really like this cover. This is a really nice cover by Fan Yang right here. And of course, we're going to get a J. Scott Campbell variant. Now, I'm not quite sure about the Fan Yang, if there's a ratio, but I know this J. Scott Campbell does have a 1 in 100 virgin variant. But you know what? I actually kind of like this one the way it is, with the trade dress and everything on it. It looks pretty good. Here we have Cyclops issue number 2. This is the Federico Vicentini variant, or actually I believe this is cover A. And what you see right here is literally what happens in issue number 1 if you haven't read it. Minor spoilers, but it's technically in the synopsis. So if you don't want to know, cover your ears for about 10 seconds. But Cyclops in issue number 1 gets shot down in a Quinjet. And then when he lands, he hits his face on a branch and breaks his visor. So now he's out in the wilderness being hunted without a visor, without his glasses. So he's kind of limited on being able to open his eyes. Okay, here we go. We have the comic book that just exploded out of nowhere. I originally had issue number 1 on my FOC, but again, I was trying to cut things down because I think at that point I was in the 50s, and I cut out dork number 1. What a dork I am for doing that, because that book just exploded. I was able to read issue number 1. It was a pretty good read. It was a decent story. I can see maybe why people are liking it. I don't know I don't think it's a spec book. I don't know. I could be wrong. But the story was pretty good. And maybe I can see how it is a darker series, because there is fighting, there is blood, things do die in it, but it's also kind of cartoonishly drawn, and there is some comedy in it. So it's not that dark and serious. And maybe people are looking for something like that right now. I don't know. Again, I did enjoy issue number 1, so I'm gonna have to pick up issue number 2 and continue the story until it, isn't worth reading anymore. Oh, by the way, this is cover A by Brett Bean. I will also pick up cover B, the Riley Rossmo variant. Really great cover right here. Interesting that if we're gonna be getting an actual giant in this. And I will also pick up cover C, the Brett Bean Invincible team-up variant. So like I said, you got your Invincible characters just teaming up with all of these Image comics. Just like right here, we have G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, issue number 326. This is cover D, the Chris Monahan Invincible team-up variant. So there you can see we have Storm Shadow, we have a bunch of the Joe characters at the bottom, and we have Invincible right there up front and center. Or I guess not quite center, but he's basically the main focus of the cover. Here we have Harley and Ivy, Life and Crimes, issue number 4. This cover was done by Erica Henderson, and it kind of has a Amanda Connor vibe to it. I really like this cover. It's kind of funny. I will also be picking up cover C, the Merca and Dolfo variant. And this is just really, really beautiful art right here. I really like how detailed this is and how simple it's done. And when I say simple, I don't mean it's not like amazing artwork. I just mean there's not too much in there, but it's still detailed. Next up is the House of Loather, issue number 2. This is the K. Lynn Smith cover. And I still have, I don't think issue 1 has come out yet. If it has, I must have not picked it up yet, because I know I did pre-order issue number 1. This just seemed like really interesting art. It seemed like it might have been an interesting story, so I picked it up. I'm still looking forward to, cracking up the first and second issue to see what it's all about. And here we have Invincible number 1. This is the facsimile foil edition for 2026. So I never picked up any of the Invincible. I was not collecting comics back when this came out. So I'm kind of hoping maybe we get the Walking Dead treatment where they reprinted the entire series. I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen, or maybe if we're going to get a new omnibus or something like that. But I would really like to pick this up and read it. I did watch the first season and I did really enjoy it. I don't know why I never got back into it. I think it just took so long that by the time it came back, I had kind of lost interest. But obviously, it's still really good, and people are just falling all over themselves to try and pick up as much Invincible as they can. Hopefully, I get reprints, and if not, well, maybe there's a new omnibus, like I said. I will also be picking up cover C, which is another foil edition, and I forgot to put the artist on here. I'm sorry about that. Maybe I can add it in post. But anyways, you got a full team shot. You got Invincible right there, front and center. And then you have Adam Eve in the background. And everyone else, I don't know who they are. So here we have Midnight Man, issue number 1. This is a new series by Mark Spears. I have no idea what this is about. I don't know if it's attached to the Monster Universe or not. Mark Spears' books seem to be losing, their steam. But I thought, it's a number 1, it's a Mark Spears, I'll pick it up just in case. So here is cover E, which is the 1 in 50, variant, of course, by Mark Spears. And here, it looks like we have an homage to Mark Spears' Monsters. But it looks like we have a rendition of the Punisher up there. You can see the skull on the chest. And then the bottom looks like a Frankenstein type of Hulk. Pretty cool cover. I'm not sure how well this is going to sell, so I'm going to go ahead and pre-order this. We'll see if I actually get it, because I don't know if, my LCS is actually going to get 50 copies. And here is cover F, which is, I don't know anything about this, so I don't know who this character is, but it's a pretty interesting looking cover, so I'm grabbing it. Okay, here we have Sirens, Love Hurts, issue number 2. This is cover A by Babs Tarr. So now we have Harley on this cover. The first one was, I believe, Black Canary. Is that right? I don't remember. No, it was Catwoman. I do remember. Yes, so now we have Harley in it. So I'm guessing next we're probably going to have Ivy, then Black Canary. Pretty nice cover. I did read issue number 1. I don't feel like it was written for me. I'm not going to say it was bad. The story of what they're trying to solve is actually pretty interesting. It's just the dialogue. It was kind of off to me. It just felt like it didn't feel like it was a natural flow of dialogue. It felt like they were always trying to do, one-liners, trying to be funny. And that really didn't have much to do with the conversation. But, I wouldn't mind finding out, who the killer is in this story. So I'll give issue 2 a read. Like I said, I usually give a second read to a book, even if I didn't like it, unless I just completely hated it. And I didn't hate this. It just doesn't feel like it was written for me. Okay, but here we have cover B, the Derek Chu variant, and these covers are great. So that's another reason why I'm also picking these up. Really nice cover of Ivy right here. Really creepy, gross looking plants with teeth back there. Those, I don't even think you would call those fly traps, just those plants that Ivy has. And here we have cover C. This is the Tula Lote connecting variant, and here we have Harley. I did pick up the first connecting cover, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to grab all of them. But this is a really nice Tula Lote cover right here. Here we have Sonja Reborn, issue number 6. This is the Stepan Sejic main cover for this series. These covers have been so good for this series. I just don't like the story, and I stopped reading it after issue number 2. It just wasn't for me. But the covers have been so good. You can see right here, she's sitting on the throne. She's got the king's head right there at her foot. Just a really great cover. I just wish the story was good enough to justify this not just being a cover buy. Speaking of cover buys, here we have cover J, the 1 in 15 Stepan Sejic Virgin variant, because you all know by now, if you've been watching my FOCs, if there's a Vampy cover or a Red Sonja cover that I like, and there's a Virgin variant for 1 in 15 or less, I'm picking it up. All right, so now we made it to Supergirl. This is issue number 11. I have fallen behind on this. I want to say the last issue I read was 6 or 7. That's not a joke. I'm not doing that thing. It just happens to be what it was. Here is cover B, the Terry Dodson variant. And to me, personally, I feel like Terry Dodson is a very underrated artist. He always puts out such great covers, great cover art, but his books aren't like Adam Hughes or J. Scott Campbell or anyone like that they just blow up in value. But he always does fantastic covers. They're always beautifully done. And this Supergirl is a really great Supergirl with Crypto down there. You got the stars back there. You have a full moon. Just a beautiful cover. I'm probably going to be picking up a few of these covers. And speaking of great covers, here we have cover C, the Jeff DeCall variant. Again, a really great cover by Jeff DeCall. This is classic Jeff DeCall. Like, you can just see it and you're like, oh yeah, that's DeCall right there. Really nice. Another cover that I'm probably going to pick up a few different copies of. And here we have cover E, the Lyrics Lee Women's History Month variant. And this is just a great Lyrics Lee cover. I do like that there's the constellations in the background. At least that's what I think they are. Look, really nice cover. Really cute Supergirl cover right here. Yeah, definitely picking this one up. And here we have Wade Wilson Deadpool. This is number 2. This is the Michael Walsh variant. I really like this cover. Michael Walsh has done great jobs with the covers of Exquisite Corpses. And this is a great cover of Deadpool right here. I did read issue number 1. I personally did enjoy it. If you're a Deadpool fan, especially where, you know, he's more goofy and playful and things like that, this is it. But that does not mean that this is not a hardcore Deadpool where, you know, people are getting cut up. He's getting shot up. He's getting the holes blown in his face all through his body. It's pretty, I mean, it's gory for a Deadpool book, but it's not overly gory. But I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. Minor spoiler. So if you haven't read it and you don't want to know, stop listening for a second. I'll put my hand up like this when you can unmute it. He seems to be struggling with something that happened in the past. And it really seems like something happened with Ellie or to Ellie. And I really liked Ellie as a character. I enjoyed her in the last series. I liked her in the Deadpools and Wolverines, you know, little short series that came out. And I hope that they didn't kill her off. Maybe, you know, she was just taken away by her mom. Actually, wait. Nope, never mind. I do know what happened to her. If you read Deadpools and Wolverines, then yeah. Okay, so now I do know. Hopefully we get the real Ellie back, because I really liked her as a character, and I liked her and Wade's relationship. I liked how they played off each other. They were really fun. I really enjoyed it. But anyways, I'm gonna let everyone come back if they hate spoilers. Okay, spoiler session is done. I did enjoy issue number 1. If you're a Deadpool fan, pretty sure you're gonna like it. If you're not a Deadpool fan, you're not gonna like it. What am I gonna say? So now we made it to the honorable mentions. So Not a lot of big ratios here. I did tell you that there was some ratios for the J. Scott Campbell Captain Marvel series. There was a 1 in 100 Virgin variant. So, if you want to pick that one up, I did forget to put it here. I did mention it, so y'all know about it. So first off, well, actually, probably everything that's going to be on here is we have Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 15. This is the second printing. So if you didn't pick up, issue number 15, here's your chance to get a second printing. I think all of these are actually going to be the absolute reprints. Here we have a second printing by Ricky Yagawa. So this one, and this is of number 12. So this isn't an original cover. This is a new second printing by Ricky Yagawa. I will be picking this one up. I really do like it. Although now that I look at it, her neck is really long, almost like a horse's neck. I might have talked myself out of getting this. Here we have Absolute Superman, issue number 12. Again, second printing by Edgecure. Usually I pick up just about everything Edgecure does. I do like this cover, but it feels like it lacks detail. It looks like it's just a little bit unfinished, so I'm probably going to skip it. And here we have Absolute Superman, issue number 11. We have another second printing. And this one, I may pick this one up, especially if it's a virgin like this. You never know with DC, because a lot of times they show their covers as virgins, but then they'll actually be, the minimal trade dress and things like that. But I do like this cover right here. And that was it, guys. Now we've got to the totals portion. So let's see how well I did at keeping my FOC as low as I can, despite the fact that it's higher than most. So when it comes to DC, I had 12 pulls from DC. Pretty decent week. Nothing fantastic, but a really good pull. And Indies, I had 13 Indies pulled. So Indies is doing very well. And 7 with Marvel. So Marvel had a decent showing. Only 2 ratios, and that's if I'm able to get that Midnight Man 1 in 50. If I'll probably try and get it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to get it. And if I get it, I want it for half ratio. I don't want to pay anything more than that. So we have a grand total of 32 books on my pull list this week. That is not bad at all. That is a pretty good week for me. I will take that because I've had the last few weeks, well, other than this week and last week, I want to say it's only been the last 2 weeks. I was in the 40s and mid 50s for 3 or 4 weeks in a row. So it's good to finally be back into the 30s and the 20s because my wallet's hurting. So guys, please hit the like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Let me know what you thought of my FOC list. Let me know if there was any books that were on my FOC list that you hadn't heard about and you're going to pick up now, because it would be great to hear if, my FOC list is actually helping y'all find stuff that you didn't know about, or if you think there's something I should add to my FOC list, whether it's something spec-worthy you're thinking about or just something that I'm not reading that you think I would enjoy. Let me know. Also, please check out all my future shows. I do a lot of content for my little YouTube channel. I try and put out as much as I can. So check out whatever you would like. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.